Namaskar, this is Akhilesh Bhargav. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. After the Prime Minister's grand announcement of a 20 lakh crore stimulus package in order to battle the economic crisis caused by Corona, the Finance Minister has been busy day after day announcing measures in relation to that. Today was her third day of such announcements. Yesterday, she announced measures in respect of relief and welfare for migrant labor, farmers, street vendors, urban poor, and tribals. Today, she announced measures for agriculture and allied activities. The allied activities include animal husbandry, fisheries, beekeeping, horticulture, and all those. And she announced 11 measures today. She said that agriculture is the biggest provider of jobs or employment in the country today. And she mentioned that 85% of Indian farmers are poor and marginal. And despite that, she mentioned that they meet the challenges posed to them because of floods, because of drought, and all that. And with these challenges, India has still become the largest producer of a number of agricultural commodities and items that she mentioned. She said, we are a top global producer today for many items. She further said that despite the lockdown, the government has been busy. The government has procured grains under the MSP to the tune of 74,800 crores, she said. She said that 6,400 worth of claims under Fasal Bima Yojana have also been settled and that over 18,000 crores have been paid under the Prime Minister Kisan Samman Yojana. She thus said that despite the lockdown, the government continues. We are not surprised and we would expect it to be so. After all, a government has to function 24 by 7, whether during calamity or during normal natural times. She doesn't get any marks for it. That's very expected to be. So, what were the measures that she announced today? Let's go for them. The first one, she said that a 1 lakh crore fund is being created soon. Mark her words, it is yet to be created, and that is meant for creating and setting up farm gate infrastructure. It was meant to ensure that agricultural infrastructure is built such that post-harvesting infrastructure is available and the beneficiaries are going to be farmers through farmer producer organizations, through the farmer cooperative credit societies and those kind of organizations. The purpose, she said, is to ensure that the infrastructure that is lacking, because of which the farmer probably doesn't get a price for his commodity or doesn't get a fair price, or India's supply chain in farm suffers, that would be taken care of. It's a 1 lakh crore fund. But as she said, it is to be created. According to us, it does not really become part of a stimulus because all those proposed and to be items do not give immediate relief that the economy needs because of the corona crisis. The second measure, she said, is that 10,000 crores are being set aside for micro food cluster enterprises. And that was an interesting measure that has been announced. She said that every state today has got some specific food products. She, for example, mentioned makhanas of Bihar, kesar of Kashmir, chilies of Andhra Pradesh, turmeric of Telangana, and various other items. And she said that clusters will be set up under this fund so as to push or so as to set up market products which are healthy, herbal, organic, and of course Indian and local. She said there's a market for this. We of course agree to that, except that we do have that this fund sees the light of the day and these kind of clusters do get set up, which she said are targeted towards women entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs from the SC/ST section of society. So the second measure was 10,000 crores for micro food cluster enterprises. The finance minister further said that 20,000 crores are being set aside in order to build and enhance logistics and infrastructure related to aqua and fisheries. She said that 55 lakh jobs will be provided because of this investment, and India's export of aqua products would double to about 1 lakh crore per annum in a matter of 5 years. The government is been giving a lot of emphasis to this sector. She further said that The government proposes and will ensure that 100% cattle in India, which numbers 53 crores, which is cows, buffaloes, goats, sheep, etc., all of them will be vaccinated against the foot and mouth disease. The government, she said, is further setting aside 15,000 crores to build infrastructure for the dairy sector. 4,000 crores is being set aside in order to enhance the land under cultivation for medicinal plants. She said that so far, the National Medicinal Plant Board has brought 4 lakh hectares under cultivation for medicinal plants, and that the area is proposed to be increased to 10 lakh hectares. She also mentioned that the government proposes to see and ensure that medicinal plant cultivation takes place on both sides of River Ganga, and for that, initially 800 hectares of land along the River Ganga are going to be used for cultivation of medicinal plants. She says that by virtue of this investment of 4,000 crores, the potential income generation would be at least 5,000 crores for farmers. She also said that 500 crores is being set aside for beekeeping and bee farmers, and that 500 crores is also being set aside for a farmer supply chain under the scheme of Top to Total. Thus, these were the financial measures announced by the finance ministers today for agriculture and allied activities. She then mentioned 3 measures that are proposed for improving governance and administration related to agriculture. The first one, she said, is that the Essential Commodities Act of 1955 was much needed at that point of time and later when there was shortage of agricultural commodities. But in a number of items today, India has a surplus. But because the act has restrictions, the farmer doesn't get a good price, the farmer doesn't get a fair price. The farmer is not able to take advantage of opportunities that may come to him because of these restrictions under the Essential Commodities Act. She said that particularly in respect of oilseeds, cereals, pulses, potatoes, tomatoes, onions, etc., the sector is going to be deregulated such that they are not covered by the Essential Commodities Act, and the act will be amended. We think that is of course for the benefit of the farmer. The second, she said that a law will need to be enacted so that a farmer can sell his produce in whichever area and whichever state he wants. Today, there are a lot of barriers and restrictions on interstate sales by farmers, and she said that a law will come such that the new law permits the farmer to indulge in interstate sales of his produce and get the best possible price. Finally, the third measure that she announced today for governance and administration was that a new legal framework will be enacted such that a farmer is able to enter into contracts with aggregators, with wholesalers, with procurers, even before he is getting into the planting of the crop, the sowing of the seeds. And that's because he should be able to contract and get a fair price. And the aggregator, etc., can enter into a contract with the farmer and ensure that a certain kind of a seed is planted, a certain kind of a crop is cultivated, and that would benefit both. Thus, a new legal framework will come into place. These were the 11 measures that the finance minister announced today. Our take on it, we think that all these announcements are taking place pursuant to the Prime Minister's grand announcement of a 20 lakh crore stimulus package. But all these announcements, the 1 lakh crore fund for infrastructure for agriculture, etc., are all proposed. When you talk about the stimulus, we talk about immediate measures. The economy is suffering, and when we say that we need a stimulus package, it means we need immediate relief. All these are proposed measures. They come with uncertainties. We really hope that they see the light of the day. But as far as a stimulus is concerned, to tackle the immediate crisis that we face, we think that it is not really relevant. These are measures for long-term welfare, improvement and progress of the country, but they don't really, according to us, fall in the category of the 20 lakh crore stimulus package which has been proposed. These are all ongoing proposed measures. We hope they get implemented well. We hope the uncertainties and implementation that dog any government program, they do not face them, and that the farmer really benefits. We hope that the farmer who gets a raw deal, and he gets a raw deal primarily because of the rural neta, as we would call it. The farmer is certainly exploited and oppressed by the rural neta, and we hope because of these measures, does get a good deal. So as far as the stimulus is concerned, we think today's announcements do not really fall part of the 20 lakh crore stimulus that the Prime Minister announced. These are measures that need to be anyway implemented for the development and progress of the country, and we think they've always been overdue. In our opinion, today's announcements are all proposed announcements, and even the funding for the announcements is a proposed funding. The government has not yet even made it clear where is this fund going to come from, when is it come, how will it come. Thus, these are all proposed, the funding is proposed, and to that extent, even the stimulus package is a proposed one. It is not really an actual one to be called a part of the 20 lakh crore package. This is Akhilesh Bhargav signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.
हमारे घरों में भी बच्चे होते हैं जो हमसे प्यार दुलार की आस करते हैं।
हमारा भी जीवन साथी है जिसको हमारे ड्यूटी से घर आने का इंतजार होता है।
हमारे घर में भी एक बूढ़ी माँ है जिनके लिए आज भी हम ही आंखों के तारे हैं।
लेकिन हम हमारे घरों में नहीं हैं। आपकी सुरक्षा में कोई कसर न रहे, इसलिए हम अपने प्रियजनों से दूर हैं।
हम में से ही कुछ तो अब इतने दूर जा चुके हैं कि वो वापस अपने घरों को लौट भी नहीं पाएंगे।
हमें गर्व है कि हमारे कंधों पे मुंबई शहर के नागरिकों की सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी है। हमारे जज्बे और बलिदान को व्यर्थ न जाने दे। इस संकट के समय में आप घर पे रहे, सुरक्षित रहे।
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.